Hi, it's Marion, and today we're discussing all about the RACI. The RACI is a helpful document to keep a project team on track by setting a clear role expectations for all stakeholders throughout the project. It is helpful, super helpful to reference if there are questions on responsibilities throughout the project. I've had a situation in one of my projects where some individuals were added to the project team later. They didn't know who I was. They had a different point of contact all throughout the project. And so when I reached out to them, I was like, "Who are you?" But when you have a race, you can always provide it to new team members for them to know who is who and to show the responsibilities of anyone on the project team. And so a RACI is used to capture the individuals or teams involved in the project, identify and promote various levels of responsibility within the project by defining individuals as responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed. It holds all the stakeholders accountable and identifies decision makers so that you're not lost on who should we go to for this particular decision. We know from the RACI who should be responsible for this decision. Excuse me. Avoid the risk of duplicative ownership and work. That's it will definitely help you to avoid that as you go along in any project. Also, track who needs to be kept informed. You would know if you should be informing one stakeholder versus another. And so for RACI, responsible is basically whoever is in charge of completing the task or the deliverable, and then accountable owns the final authority on task completion and decision making. So I'll give you an example. The project manager is responsible for the project as a whole. The accountable person is the project sponsor because they own the final authority on it. Consulted function as an advisor or subject matter expert on a task. And so most of the time, like we talked about in the project team, the SME is one who is consulted. If it's a training program or a learning and development program, the SME would be, or the person consulted would be the training expert or the training lead. Informed, keep up to date on overall project progress, not every detail. And this will probably go for all of the stakeholders who have like a low interest. You can just keep them informed on certain things as you go along. So we'll walk through a RACI. Okay, so this is what a RACI looks like. And again, I have all of these available for download as well on my website, www.pathways2pm.com. Okay, so you have the name or the team, the email address, the area of responsibility, whether they're project sponsor, project manager, communications specialist, training lead, change management lead, all of that. And then you can change anything that's in green can be changed based on your project. So for the overall project, I chose overall project success, validating the project team, defining the project goals, defining requirements, stakeholder communication, all of that, right? And so again, here the project sponsor is accountable, right? And I, being the project manager, or in this case, Dawn Watson, um, is responsible. And then the communication specialist is consulted and informed. Try as much as possible to always have just one person as responsible and accountable. So when you take a look at all through all of them, you have different people being responsible or different no actually try excuse me try to always make sure there's only one accountable for something. um let's see, stakeholder communication, you just consult the project sponsor. Project manager is accountable, and then the SME is informed on it. So yeah, this is pretty much it for the RACI. It's really helpful in establishing roles and responsibilities. So that's it. Are you aspiring to enter the world of project management, but you're feeling lost on where to start? Let me guide you through every step of the journey, from crafting a standout resume and finding the perfect roles to mastering interview techniques and negotiating an ideal salary. I've got you covered on all of that. Plus, I'll be sending you job alerts twice every week. I'll also ensure that your LinkedIn profile shines bright, drawing recruiters to you like a magnet. With my expert guidance, you'll be well equipped to excel in the competitive field of project management. So don't wait. Go to www.pathwaystopm.com/coaching today.